Word is, super mutants just hit the place. They're still trying to rebuild. Should be easy pickings.
If there's anything left. How good is this source of yours?
It's good, Shank. I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Here, earn this. Anything else you find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to know.
Hi.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite cycler, how long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
Sounded like a good idea.
Because it is. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require three things: territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are two ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Ha! Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The pack.
Sure. I'll get a steak on a string or something.
Gotta let the dogs run around every once in a while, huh?
That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again, make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit? Let me... Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Don't you ever question me.
Just wanted to make sure. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. Be a couple of our guys waiting for you when you arrive. Help you clean the place out. Now, you're not going to be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. so you'll have to meet our folks outside. Wouldn't be surprised if some Minutemen showed up to lend a hand. Wish I could see their... Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, probably got some trick or two up there. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits, though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along. Knock 'em dead, boss.
Letting it all hang out.
Going down. Transit center. Transit center. Going down. Nuka Express.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténgase alejado de las puertas. We are now arriving at the station. Please be sure to collect any children and personal belongings before exiting the Nuka Express.
Oh. Get down! Now, let's finish this! Should have known better.
Hi. Sniffed them out, boss. Looks like they brought in some bucks. Should be fun. We gonna do this or what?
Let's get this show on the road.
Yeah. What's that noise? Who's there?
I knew it!
Excuse me.
Yeah, this place ain't too bad. We gotta get supplies coming in. Head back and tell them we're good to go here.
Shank.
Well. Word going around is there's some new... Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking,
Sure.
or you and a crew can introduce some bullets.
Why stop at kneecaps?
Let me talk to them. I'll get them.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place?
The disciples.
Sounds like a plan. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, farm called Abernathy's not too far from our new outpost. Might be a good place to...
Sure.
So, where you want... Huh. Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
That one's the